Hello and welcome to the Jared Montz Soccer Podcast. This is Jared Montz from OnlineSoccerAcademy.com, and as always, I'm your host. Today is February 16th, 2011, and today's guest is the Chicago Fire Captain, Logan Pause. The Jared Montz Soccer Podcast is put on by my company, OnlineSoccerAcademy.com. We make better soccer players through easy-to-learn from, free online training videos. If you're a player, a coach, or you have a kid that plays, be sure to sign up today for free at OnlineSoccerAcademy.com. Logan Pause is a 9-year MLS veteran and the current longest tenured player for the Chicago Fire. In 2010, he was named Team MVP and won the Fire's Goal of the Year award. This offseason, he earned his 6th cap for the U.S. men's national team against South Africa, and he recently was named team captain. So before he goes and does something else worth mentioning, let's get him on the line and see what he has to say. But going back in the offseason a little bit, you earned your 6th cap for the national team against South Africa. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. I mean, anytime you get an opportunity to represent your country, it's just every kid's dream. And so it was wonderful, especially after the fact that us as a team in Chicago, we didn't have the most successful year, not making the playoffs and stuff. It just was a kind of a good cap to a frustrating year. I also down in South Africa got an opportunity to meet Nelson Mandela, which is also a once in a lifetime opportunity. So, but it was wonderful.
Well, Fire in sunny Florida right now, soaking up some preseason. You were named captain this season. What does it mean to you to be named captain?
It's obviously an honor and a privilege to have to earn the confidence from the staff that I'm one of the leaders now. It's going to be a big challenge in terms of we've had quite a bit of turnover over the last couple of years, and just making sure we went from being one of the most experienced and oldest average age teams in the league to now one of the youngest. So we got a lot of youth on our team, which is great because it provides energy and eagerness to learn and all those wonderful things. But we also hopefully have group of leaders, and being named captain, I'm so proud and honored that I've been named to that. But also saying that I don't think the responsibility falls just on me. I think with a group of strong veterans, that's what you hope to have is a group of guys, not just one guy who's kind of leading the ship.
So after doing some pretty intense fact-checking and calculations, I found that 50% of your career goals are Club Goal of the Year winners. So are we going to see any more Goal of the Year candidates from you this year?
Well, listen, I love how you put that nice spin on it, the 50%er Club Goal of the Years. The people that then do a little bit more research will then say, well, Jared, this guy's only scored 2 goals in his career. So, I think that's one part of my game that I really am trying to work on, is opening my range and not being such a pigeonholed. I take pride in my position of a holding defensive midfielder, but I think as the game is developing and the modern game is more dynamic, I think working on my shooting and long distance shooting are things that I work on every day.
A few of the players that y'all lost last season were the Fire's 2 designated players. Freddie Ljungberg has gone to Celtic. Neri Castillo is on loan in Greece, I believe. He's on loan. But correct me if I'm wrong. Will either of those players be missed, and are the Fire actively looking to bring in another DP this season, or any other DPs?
That's an interesting question. I think part of the balancing act of a lot of these, the structure that a big time player to come in and help. But I think that's the challenge, is to make sure that it's mainly to help our team win, as opposed to just bring someone.